day with a cup of coffee and put some fresh milk in it. I'm normally lactose intolerant, but since we are on lockdown, I don't really care. I'm not going anywhere anyways. And this is where I begin my day. Currently trying to finish up a bunch of the articles that I'm writing for Singaporean Women Network. The one that I'm working on right now is podcasts by women you need to know about in 2020. So I'm just pulling this together at the moment. It's going to focus on career, personal finance, and happiness. Yes, and I also ordered cupcakes. And I already ate 2. I'll show you what they look like. Yeah, I had them delivered because we're quarantined right now and I can eat whatever I want. You open the window, you poke your head out for some fresh air. Goddamn. Anyways, I hope I don't drop my phone. I'm like clutching it right now. But yeah, it's so nice to be outside. Sometimes I just do this because I feel like I'm claustrophobic, so I just pop my head out outside. Oh man, my skin's getting pretty bad because I've been eating like crap. I think most of you have noticed that a lot of the events, especially in tech, have been canceled, whether it's in, in the startup or tech space, hospitality, like even concerts, they've all been canceled because of coronavirus. So you've seen a lot of events go digital, so they go, they're usually hosted online, which I've been keeping myself busy, so I have been signing up for all of these free events that are educational, surrounding like personal finance and just topics of interest. So I have one later at 8 p.m. It's hosted by Seedly, so it's called Seedly TV. They've started a series, and the first episode has already gone by, but the second one, which is tonight, it is called Bulletproof Your Portfolio. So they're going to talk about how like markets have crashed due to COVID-19, ways to bulletproof their portfolio in times of a financial crisis. Is now a good time to buy stocks, or how do you kind of create a buffer in a time like this? So I think it'll be interesting because it's more from like a Singaporean standpoint, whereas I've been mostly investing in like with like in the US stock market. So I'm just gonna check it out, as it's not like I have anywhere else to go. So this is the event. It's on Facebook. I'm gonna check it out. I've been looking at a lot of events on Facebook Meetup to see what's out there. So as you can see, I'm in a lot of groups, and what Meetup will do is curate all upcoming events, which is really nice. I think this is another one that I've joined on Wednesday, April 15th, which is 5 major big data trends in fintech. And this is also a free online event. So I'm cheap and I'm also unemployed, so I refuse to pay for any events. But I think this is such a great way for companies to get out there and provide free educational courses and get an audience. I always like to leave the windows open so I can get some fresh air, which is nice. The great outdoors. So people can go outside and walk around. It's just more that you have to go outside for essentials. So like grocery stores, hospital, I think picking up your kids, but you don't need to pick up anyone anymore. You can go for a jog, which I'm gonna do tomorrow. But as you can see, it's quite empty. There's not a lot of people walking around. And I live in a very touristy area called Orchard. So it's interesting that, you know, before you have all these like expat families walking around, and now it's quite empty. Okay, so if you are a US expat, I highly recommend enrolling in the STEP program, which is you enroll with the US Embassy wherever you are, and they give you email notifications about you know, things that you should be aware of, you know, any updates in case of like a crisis, like what's going on right now. So I received an email today, and basically it says, you know, location Singapore. The Singapore Ministry of Health have confirmed 2,918 cases of COVID-19 in the country of Singapore. They've announced increased enforcement measures during the circuit breaker period of safe distancing regulations to prevent the spread of COVID-19 within Singapore. The U.S. Embassy urges all U.S. citizens and members of the household to comply with local laws and regulations in order to protect yourselves, protect others, and avoid fines and other negative consequences. And then it also says, like, returning to the U.S. U.S. citizens who hope to return to the U.S. should make commercial arrangements as soon as possible unless they are prepared to remain abroad for an indefinite time. The U.S. government does not anticipate arranging a repatriation of flights in Singapore at this time. And then they also say that there's like, you know, there's three non-stop flights to LA right now. 9 to London, 10 to Tokyo, 13 to Amsterdam, and 7 to Doha. What is Doha? I need to look that up. Doha. Qatar. Oh, it's the capital and most populous city of the state of Qatar. Interesting. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. But yeah, basically I am not returning to the US. I'm gonna stay here until early June, until my tourism visa is over. And then figure out from there, because US right now is the country with the most coronavirus cases, and returning back to the US is basically flying to the eye of the tornado. So yeah, I'd rather stay here for now. So I'll probably spend the rest of the night watching the Seedly webinar, and then make some dinner, and then probably call my mom and dad to see how they're doing in Taiwan. This is a very average day of the circuit breaker in Singapore for me. I try not to go outside. I stick my head out of the window to get some air, but I try to kind of work out either at home or run outside in the morning. If you run really early in the morning, you don't really bump into other people, because I usually wake up at 7, and it doesn't seem like people in Singapore wake up that early. They usually wake up later and then stay out later. That's kind of the norm that I've seen. So to be honest, I don't feel unsafe here. I feel like the government has done a really good job containing it so far. So that's why I'm so willing to extend my tourism visa. But it is a little nerve-wracking knowing that I don't have an employment pass, or I don't have a job right now, and that worries me. But you know, I'm still in the process of looking for another job, you know, so I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'm just gonna continue and let the universe take me where I need to go. So yeah, thanks for watching.